Thank you for joining me this evening, and we're continuing our study in the book of Matthew, chapter 24, talking about the rapture. And we're still at verse 36, and I want to just go in a little bit more detail here. This is the Messiah, Yahusha, speaking, and he says, "But of that day and hour," and we talked about the fact is that that day is not the actual second coming where his feet actually touches the Mount of Olives. This is talking about this time frame of the tribulation that's going to come upon the earth, and he's warning people to be ready. To be ready. See, if you're ready, that means that you are born again, that you have received the Messiah. See, those that have believed on the one the Father sent are the ones that are ready. And if you're not ready, that means you're not born again, and that you're going to have to face this time frame of 7 years of Yahuwah's wrath being poured out upon the earth. And I know, and I've mentioned many times that there will be many people saved during this time frame, but it's not going to be an easy time. And so the fact is, though, that Yahuwah is going to turn all his focused attention upon the nation of Yasharel, or Israel. And of course, Gentiles can be saved, but again, the focus of the end times prophecy has to do with the nation of Yasharel and Israel, where it's going to fulfill the last 7 years of Daniel's 70, what we refer to as Daniel's 70th week, that will usher in the millennial reign of the Messiah on the earth for 1,000 years. The church will be caught up before the tribulation simply because, like I've stated many times, that we haven't been appointed to this time frame of wrath. And again, going back to this verse here, that the Messiah said, "No one knows the day or the hour, not the angels, but my Father only. But as the days of Noah," so again, he's making the comparison here. It's going to be just like it was in the days of Noah. And again, in another reference, he said it was going to be as the days of Noah and Lot. And both of those time frames were time frames of judgment. And they were also a time frame where the righteous were delivered. And in Noah's case, he was saved from judgment. And in Lot's case, he was removed out. Again, Lot being a type or a shadow of the church, and Noah also being a type of Israel, because Israel, for the most part, the third part of the nation of Yasharel will be preserved during the tribulation. 2/3 of the Yahudim, or the Jewish people, will die and perish during that time frame. But there'll be a remnant that will be protected and saved during this time frame, and that's a pattern of Noah's flood, that he was protected during that time frame. But the church has been promised not to be protected during this time frame, but to be taken out before it comes, because we are the righteous ones, and the Scripture is talking about. Again, I've shared with you that. It's important to understand that if you're born again, that you are righteous. Now, I didn't say that you do everything right. I didn't say that you never sin or miss it. We all do, because we still live in a fallen flesh. But on the inside, if you have his Ruach, his Spirit in you, then therefore, the Bible says, "Therefore, if any man be in Messiah, he is a new creature. Old things are passed away, and behold, all things have become new." Not going to become new, they have become new. Again, it's talking about in the realm of the Spirit. In the realm of the Ruach, you are already perfected before our Father. For by one offering he has perfected forever those that are sanctified. You'll find that in Hebrews chapter 10, verse 33. For by one offering, that sacrifice that the Messiah made, have we been perfected. We're already perfected on the inside. And we're waiting for the adoption to be complete, the redemption of our body. Now, going back to these verses here, again, it says, "Before as the days of Noah, so shall the coming of the Son of Man be." This is about the coming of the Son of Man. Now, he's coming, as I mentioned to you before as well, in two phases. This is not talking just about the time frame when he delivers Yasharel, when he comes to Jerusalem to deliver the nation from destruction, but it's talking about the time frame begins with the catching up of the church, and then we are taken to be with him in the Father's house, and then we're going to be coming back with him after the marriage supper, after the marriage ceremony of the Lamb, and we come back with him. And you can find that in Revelation chapter 19. So, but he says that before the flood, I love the way this is worded, or you could say, as I mentioned before the judgment, because what was the flood? It was judgment. It destroyed the sinners off the earth. And so you could say, as the days of Noah, before the flood came and took them all away, see, they weren't aware of what was about to happen. People today do not realize that we're on the verge of the tribulation. You know, we have people who mock the rapture and make fun of it, but are they making fun of the fact is that the alternative is a most terrible time frame that's ever come upon the earth? 21 judgments coming upon the earth to destroy the sinners off of it. Over 4 billion people will be dying during this time frame. Are you kidding me? You know, these people who make fun of the rapture and mock it, you know, I tell you, I really doubt very seriously if those that do mock it are born again. I really do. I really question if they truly are believers or not. And so, but the fact is that whether you believe it or not, it's going to happen. And it's going to happen very soon, I believe. We'll pick this up in our next teaching time. Please continue to share my videos. I appreciate those that do. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. And again, I mentioned that there's over 1,300 videos that you can listen to on various topics that also you can be blessed and ministered to by. I love you. Yahuwah loves you. Until next time, shalom.